When someone stops loving you, it doesn't usually happen all at once. It starts slowly. Small things begin to change. They don't feel right, but you might ignore them. After all, relationships are made of ups and downs. But over time, small signs build up. If you know what to look for, you can understand what's really going on. This script gives you 5 early emotional red flags. How a partner begins pulling away before love fades completely. You'll learn how to spot them, what they feel like, and why they matter. Whether you want to save the relationship or protect your heart, seeing red flags early helps. These cues are not always obvious. They come in the form of silence, distance, excuses, missing little things, and more. Let's look at each one with simple words and honest insight. Red flag 1. Less talking, less sharing. Talking is more than words. It's connection. When a partner stops talking or only gives one-word answers, it's a sign. Conversations that used to flow now stall. You might ask questions and find they seem bored, distracted, or uninterested. They might avoid serious topics and keep things surface level. You'll notice they don't ask about your day. They don't share small joys or worries. They stop telling stories. When you start a topic, they change it or say, "I don't know." This silence grows over time. It's as if a wall is building between you. At first, you make excuses or just tired. But if it continues, it's a red flag. Emotional closeness needs words. If they stop giving words, they're stopping closeness. Why it matters. Talking is how people stay emotionally close. When it fades, emotional distance grows. Warning signs to watch for. They used to tell you about work and friends. Now they don't. They used to share songs or funny memes. Now they don't. They ask you basic things only when it's needed. Instead of bonding, you feel alone together. Red flag 2. Less time together. Early in a relationship, time together feels natural. You make plans and you're excited. Suddenly, time becomes scarce. Plans get canceled. They're too busy. You watch them choose other things over you. Examples. They skip your movie night. They go out with friends without you. They forget small outings. They spend time on their phone even when you're together. They're always elsewhere mentally, even when present in the room. Sometimes they say things like, "I just need a break. I've got too much going on. I don't want to hurt you, but I need space." Understand, it's not always about new love. It's often about old love fading. When someone no longer loves you, they stop making you part of their life. Why it matters. Love grows in shared moments. Pulling away from those moments means pulling away from love. What you may feel. You miss them more. You feel hurt, lonely. You wish things were back to us. If this continues, talk. Ask gently. Do we still want the same things? Or, "I miss us." If nothing changes, it's a big warning. Red flag 3. Less physical affection. Intimacy is not only sex. It's hugs, hand-holding, small touches, closeness. When affection fades, the emotional bond follows. At first, it's subtle. No more early morning hugs. Sitting separately on the couch. No kisses as you leave. They don't cuddle or want closeness. They flinch when you reach out. Physical distance shows emotional distance. When love fades, touch fades first. You know each other's touch, not sensitivity to it or closeness. You might think it's stress. It could be, but if it's every day for weeks, it's not stress. It's a change in feelings. What to do? Raise it gently. I miss holding you. Notice their response. If they pull away or ignore you, it means they're pulling away. Red flag 4. Less care about memories. When you love someone, little things matter. A shared story, a date, a song. Memories keep love alive. When your partner stops caring about those memories, something is wrong. Signs. They don't laugh when you bring up old inside jokes. They don't react when you mention shared plans. They don't remember details they once cared about, like your birthday. They stop referencing us in past tense. They stop talking about the future. You might say, "Hey, remember when we..." And they act distant or confused. Why it matters. Memories are emotional glue. Once gone, glue isn't holding anything anymore. If this happens, share a memory and watch their reaction. If it's flat, it's not just about forgetting, it's about feeling. Loss of shared history means loss of meaning. Red flag 5, subtle avoidance. This one is sneaky. It's hiding behind excuses, changing subjects, avoiding talk. It's not fighting. It's silence and retreat. It sounds like guilt or nothing, but it feels like, I don't want to be here. Examples. They dodge serious conversation. They ignore where is this going questions. They avoid eye contact. They leave the room instead of talking. They ghost for hours. They watch TV when you start sharing something personal. Avoidance has no drama. It's quiet and slow. But emotional distance grows fast. What to do? Ask calmly, is everything okay between us? Observe body language. Observe what they do after. Do they care, reassure, hug? If they just stay distant, they've likely fallen out of love. What to do next? Seeing red flags hurts. After all, we all want love to stay. But noticing them early gives you power. Here's what you can do. Self-check. Are you doing less too? Are you distant as well? If yes, it could be both. If only they're pulling away, the meaning is stronger. Talk with clarity and kindness. Use I statements. I feel distant. Avoid blame. Watch tone. Ask what they need. Maybe they have stress. Maybe they are unhappy but care. Listen. Pick one change at a time. More talking. Small date. Hug each night. Give time if they're trying. If they respond with care, work together. If they pull away more, feelings may be gone. Decide for yourself. You deserve love, closeness, effort. If their feelings are gone and they don't try, it may be time to let go. Understanding your emotional response. After seeing the signs that someone is falling out of love, a wave of emotion comes in. You might feel confused, hurt, afraid, or even numb. These feelings are normal. Love, when it's fading, doesn't just take away a person. It shakes your sense of safety, identity, and connection. You may start questioning yourself. Did I do something wrong? Was I not enough? When did it change? Did I miss something? But try not to blame yourself. Relationships shift for many reasons. Sometimes people grow in different directions. Sometimes life stress takes a toll. And sometimes someone simply stops loving. It's not fair, but it happens. Emotional pain from this kind of distance is quiet and deep. You're not grieving a fight. You're grieving the slow death of closeness. That makes it harder to explain to others. There were no big breakups or betrayals, just drifting. Recognize that pain. You feel rejected without clear rejection. You feel lonely while still in the relationship. You try harder and feel more invisible. You miss the person even when they're in the room. These feelings must be felt. Don't bottle them up. Cry. Write. Walk. Talk to someone. Let yourself feel. You are allowed to grieve even if there was no formal ending. Setting emotional boundaries. Once you realize your partner is emotionally pulling away, it's time to protect your heart. You don't have to shut down, but you do need to draw lines that keep your self-worth intact. Emotional boundaries are not punishments. They're decisions you make for your peace and strength. Here are examples of emotional boundaries. I won't beg for attention that isn't freely given. I won't keep giving emotional energy without receiving any in return. I will ask clearly for what I need. If I'm ignored or dismissed, I will step back with grace. Boundaries sound like, I miss being close to you. If you don't feel the same, please tell me honestly. I feel unseen when we don't talk or connect. I don't want to stay in a space where I'm not valued. These aren't ultimatums. They're truths. You're opening a door for honesty, not forcing them to love you again. Why are boundaries important? Because when someone stops loving you and you keep giving without limits, it slowly destroys your self-respect. You shrink. You overgive. You try to earn love that should be freely given. Setting boundaries reminds you you are worthy of effort. You deserve clarity, not confusion. You can love someone and still choose to walk away if they no longer meet you halfway. Real conversations that matter. If your partner is emotionally distant but still around, a conversation is necessary. The goal isn't to make them feel guilty. It's to get clarity. You deserve to know where you stand. Before the talk, be calm. Don't talk during a fight. Be clear about what you're feeling. Be open to the truth, even if it hurts. How to begin. I feel we've been distant lately. Do you feel it too? I've noticed we don't talk like before. I miss that. Are you still happy with me? I need to know. If they dodge, press gently. It's okay if things have changed, but please don't leave me in confusion. I'd rather face truth than stay in silence. What you're looking for. Do they acknowledge the distance? Do they show emotion when you speak? Do they want to work on it? Or just explain it away? Sometimes you'll get honesty. I haven't felt close in a while. I don't know how I feel anymore. I care about you, but something feels missing. Other times they'll avoid. You're overthinking. I've just been tired. It's not a big deal. If their answers bring no change in behavior afterward, the truth is in the action, not the words. You might also ask, do you want to fix this together? Are we still in this together? Their response matters more than the answers. If they avoid effort, they've likely already let go. When effort returns, what it means. Sometimes after you speak up, your partner begins to try again. They text more, initiate plans, show care. That's a hopeful sign. But you must look closely. Are they trying because they truly want to reconnect? Or just because they don't want to lose you yet? Signs of real effort. They initiate affection again. They ask how you're feeling and listen. They talk openly, not just when prompted. They admit what went wrong on their side. They bring up shared memories or plans. Signs of temporary effort. They do one or two nice things and stop again. They change for a few days, then pull back more. They only try when you bring up leaving. They don't show emotional vulnerability. If effort fades fast, it means they're not emotionally invested anymore. Be honest with yourself. Love isn't about perfect behavior, but it does need consistency, choosing to stay or walk away. Eventually, you must decide, do you stay and try more, or walk away for your own peace? Here's how to choose. Stay if they admit the distance and want to reconnect. You still feel deep care on both sides. There's effort from them that continues. You feel respected, even during hard moments. Leave if they deny, avoid, or downplay your feelings. They don't respond emotionally. They make no changes despite many chances. You feel lonelier with them than without them. Leaving doesn't mean you don't love them. It means you're choosing yourself when love is no longer mutual. Leaving also doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be peaceful. You can say, I love you, but I feel alone in this. I need more than what we have now. I've waited and hoped, but it feels like you're not with me anymore. This is hard, but I know I need to step away. Then give yourself space. Grieve. Heal. Rebuild your identity. Healing after emotional loss. Even if the relationship doesn't officially end, losing emotional connection feels like a breakup. Healing takes time. Don't rush it. You were emotionally invested, and that deserves care. Steps to healing. Feel everything. Let yourself cry, miss them, be angry, feel lost. It's all valid. Don't shame yourself. Love fading isn't a failure. It's part of life's change. Talk to people you trust. Share your feelings. Don't hide them. Write it out. Journaling helps untangle your heart. Take small steps. Go for walks. Eat well. Sleep. Slowly rebuild routine. Avoid false hope. Don't wait around for them to change unless they truly show up. Over time, your heart begins to adjust. You remember that you can be whole. Even after love fades, you will stop checking your phone. You'll stop imagining different outcomes. One day, you'll smile again, not just in public, but inside. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means carrying the memory without the pain.